Thank you so much for joining me for this week's installment of 3 Minutes Without Mike. I'm Rich Fulgerson, the host this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to read for you a passage from James chapter 4, verses 1 through 2. Do you know where your fights and arguments come from? They come from the selfish desires that make war inside you. You want things, but you don't get them. So you kill and are jealous of others, but you still cannot get what you want. So you argue and fight, and you don't get what you want because you don't ask God. I read this passage a month ago or so, and what came to my mind when I read this was, what happens when you get into an argument or a discussion or disagreement with friends, strangers, or even family? You see, what Pastor James was saying here is that there is a lot of disagreements we get into with our own selfish desire, not wanting to be wrong. You know, they're usually in the will of us, not in the will of God, like they should be. But rather, we go after our own ego, wanting to be right. And oftentimes we'll do these things, these disagreements, and leave out the most important part. And that most important part is prayer. We need to proclaim the gospel and preach the truth in all situations of life, no matter what. What I'm saying is to watch out for what hills that we're ready to die on. And what I mean by that is, I'm not ready to die on the hill of getting new carpet or getting the AC fixed in the van. I'm not ready to die on the hill of politics. Those aren't hills that I'm willing to die for or die on. But hills we should be ready to die on should be things Christ would die for. And those things are true doctrine, believing the whole Bible, Old and New Testament. You see, church, apologizing isn't giving up, it's growing up. We need to do our best to listen to His counsel, to God's counsel, so He can speak through us for Him, so we can bring a lost, dying world to God. Thank you so much for joining me for 3 Minutes Without Mike. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Our podcast, Here First, will be coming up in 2 days at 12 p.m. I hope that you watch it. It's available on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. And we'd also love to see you at Chester First Baptist Church this Saturday night at 5 p.m. We'll be outside, weather permitting, for a drive-in service. And we'll also have church on Sunday morning at 10:30 inside, in the AC. And we hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching.